defense.
And the game winner to Victor Cruz down the stretch, because Ruffled really serves him well. How many times have we seen him in the fourth quarter of games make those big-time winning plays?
Manning. Caught. It's Cruz, left side. And he gets this one just...
I don't care what the full numbers said. The impact of Victor Cruz, one, being back on the field in a regular season game, because we talked about this all preseason. Would he make it back? How was he doing? All of those things. But he gets back on the field, and he catches the game-winning touchdown against the Dallas Cowboys.
And then he got to do the salsa, the vintage salsa.
He had to do the salsa. And how many people were excited about watching? I know Cowboys fans weren't. I think just about anyone else watching football thrilled to see Victor Cruz back and doing that salsa dance.
It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up second down. And when this offense is clicking on all cylinders, the running back is in sync as well.
The focal point. Runs, catches, blocks, sets the tone for the offense.
On second down, here's Manning. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up third down. And quickly the starting 11 now for the New York defense.
David Harris is a playmaker at inside linebacker and also one of the most durable guys in the league.
And the offense facing a 3rd and 6. Throwing is Manning on 3rd down. He finds Beckham complete. And he's brought down after a good gain. That one goes for 24 yards. So Manning to Beckham in this defense, they better hone in on that connection.
It's almost like an electrical charge for him, isn't it? When he catches the first one, I'm talking about OBJ, he just goes to the huddle and says more, more, more. And really, he's just one of those guys that once he gets going, look out.
Counting down toward the midway point in quarter one. Manning now on first down. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete.
Everything looked right on that play except the conclusion. He dropped it. An in route going into a little bit of traffic. Maybe in the back of his mind he was wondering where the hit was going to come from.
Manning will try again on second down. They go screenplay with Jennings. And they'll be inside the 25 now at the 24. It'll be a gain of 9, and that'll make it 3rd and 1.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid gain.
And I see an extra defensive back on the field. Little surprise here on 3rd and 1. Now it's Jennings. And he will have a first down at about the 21-yard line. Give him 3 yards and a fresh set of downs. On 1st and 10, here's Manning. He's got his man Cruz. And on this one, he'll get to the 15, right at the 15-yard line. Give him 6 on the play, and that'll bring up second down. Completed pass play. Now let's see if they go back to the air or to the ground. On that quick throw, what do you think? Possibly something they saw at the line to go there?
Possibly in the game plan, and you notice they went with an empty backfield. No backs there to help with pass protection, so you have to have a counter to that because you know they're probably going to bring pressure when they see an empty backfield, so you get rid of the ball quickly. Quick drop, ball's out of the quarterback's hands, keeps him from getting hit, and they get a completion. But that's the Kickstarter right there. Eli Manning finding his guy, Odell Beckham Jr.
Yeah, it's a deadly combination, isn't it?
It really is.
End zone for a giant TD. Rashad Jennings punching it in from a yard away. And the Giants are going to take a first-quarter lead.
Well, Brandon, he just followed his nose, and his nose took him to the end zone. But how about the big guys up front, giving him at least a stalemate in order to find that space?
Yeah, the O-line won the battle in the trenches there, didn't they? On for the point after is Randy Bullock. It's up, it's good, and the Giants have a 7-0 lead. Now Bullock will send this one away after the touchdown. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Giants defense now ready as they trot back out onto the field. They were able to force the 3-and-out last time, led to the punt, and then led to a touchdown for their crew. So they'll be looking for a little bit more of that, Charles.
Well, I think that they created the spark with the 3-and-out. Gave a little momentum to their offense who said, all right, appreciate it, guys. And they took the ball downfield and stuck it in the end zone.
And that defense wasn't out there long. They'll be trying to keep it short here. They start on the ground with Forte. And he'll fight forward to about the 27-yard line. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8. And we look now at the defense for the Giants.
Janoris Jenkins combines excellent coverage ability with supreme confidence in himself. He thinks that no one is going to catch a pass in his area. Calls himself Clamp City.
Let's see what the offense comes with here. 2nd and 8. Off the draw from Fitzpatrick. It's Forte. And he'll push his way forward to about the 32. It'll be a gain of 5, but still about 3 yards shy of the first down marker, and now it's 3rd down. So the carry that time for Forte, a man who turned 30 last December, Charles.
And he wants to make sure we forget about that with his new team, the New York Jets, but we do know that 30 is the dreaded age for runners.
And Forte with Charles Davis, Brandon Gaudin with you. It's the Jets in possession as we begin quarter number 2 here. They'll face a 3rd down conversion attempt here, 3rd and 3. They'll try and get it with Forte. And he'll be limited to a short gain up to about the 34-yard line. Just a 2-yard pickup, and that should necessitate a call for the punt team here on 4th down.
This team doesn't mind running the ball in any situation, and I thought he was going to get the first down the way the play developed, but the defense closed in and stopped him just about a yard short.
Here's Lachlan Edwards now as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. .44 on his first punt, and this is a good kick as well. Now this is fielded in the end zone. A big boot that time. 57 yards the official distance. And the Giants' drive will start from deep in their territory with a 1st and 10. Giants offense coming back onto the field, and for them, what a nice victory in Dallas to open the season. They've opened for the last 5 years against the Cowboys. This is the first time in that span, though, that they've beaten them. And Eli Manning gave Ben McAdoo, his head coach, the game ball.
And you mentioned first, right? That first victory for the Giants over the Cowboys in an opener. How about first game for Ben McAdoo, the head coach of the Giants? First win, first game ball. First of everything for Ben McAdoo, but he hopes it's not going to be the last. Let's give some credit to the defensive guys on that play. Able to bat that one away. Sure looked like they were trying to hit the corner route.
Offense looking to avoid a 3rd and long. It's 2nd and 10. 1 receiver left, 3 to the right. Back to the air on 2nd down. It's Manning. Caught left side. It's Beckham. A nice pickup there of 11 yards, and it'll move the sticks.
I think that's a big pickup for a first down, because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a first down. Executed it to perfection. And the offense lining up 1st and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. And a short pickup there as he'll take this up to right around the 20. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
A 1-yard gain can look like a disaster, but it all depends on how the game is going. Is it a series of 1-yard gains running the ball? If that's the case, you might have to start thinking about throwing it a little bit more. But if it's just the occasional 1-yard run, hey, congratulations to the defense. They won that one. Come back and get them the next time.
They stay on the ground. Again, it's Jennings. And he'll be taken down here at about the 23-yard line. Only a gain of a couple there. That leaves them needing about 7 here on 3rd down.
In order to play really good run defense when you're playing a 3-4, those 3 guys up front, the nose tackle and the guys they call the defensive ends, they're usually big, big people because they're going to have to eat up a lot of blockers because it's usually 5-on-3. And when they do their job well, guys who play on the inside, those inside linebackers, they're able to just roam and hit.
From the gun on 3rd down, Manning to Shepard, complete over the middle. And he will have a 1st down as they get him to the ground at the 37.
Did you see that route the way that I did? I thought he was trying to get deep.
Yeah, that wasn't the first option.
No, not he came off of that guy, the deep guy, and came underneath on the drag, completed it very well.
Offense comes to the line now, 1st and 10. So the play clock's running down. Now Manning. And there's a flag on the play. He's going to find his running back. It's complete.
Offense. Still 1st down.
And on the outside, they're playing press coverage. To throw, it's Manning. He'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. A big play there on the catch and run. 42 yards.
A well-executed screen pass means the offensive line has bluffed the defenders. They make them think that they can just get through and get to the quarterback. Instead, they're setting them up. Little screen pass, lofted over them, and now they're in front, and they get downfield for big yardage when they do it right.
Now a first carry here to the 2-minute warning. 2 minutes to play here in the first half. We're back to East Rutherford, but first this timeout. Now Manning throwing on 2nd down. Had his hands on it, but dropped it. The rookie making a little bit of a rookie mistake, 3rd down.
We know it's not an easy job to go out and catch passes when people are trying to tackle you and knock the ball away. But the bottom line is, that's a pass he's got to have and a pass he should have caught.
This will be the 8th play of the drive here. 3rd and 4. The Jets will bring in a nickel set as they try to stop this 3rd down. They'll run it now out of the gun. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. And he will take it on in for a giant touchdown. Odell Beckham, 25 yards. And the Giants add on to their lead. And that score gives them a little more separation and a bigger lead.
A little more of a comfort zone now. They can do more things defensively, maybe take a few more gambles as they try to continue to extend their lead.
Here's Bullock now for the extra point. And it's good to make it 14-0. After the field goal now, it's Bullock to kick it away. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll take this across the 25, couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. And New York set to take the field. And 3 and out on the last drive. No points on the scoreboard. A little soul-searching now?
I would say so, and they need to help out their defense a little bit. They've had to be on the field a lot more than normal, put them in some tough spots. But what's the old adage? When you get another chance, it gives you a better chance to do it right.
Fitzpatrick on first down. And Davis has it over the middle. 20 yards on the pickup there. And it's a first down for the Jets. And quickly they get to the line. Fitzpatrick surveying the field. Got an open man. It's a Nunwa. And he'll get it down to the 47 here. It's a gain of 6 on the play, and it'll make it second down. From the shotgun, it's Fitzpatrick. Throws left side, complete to Brandon Marshall. And he'll get it down on the play to the 37. A nice pickup there, 10 yards, and it'll move the sticks. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. Remaining here before we get to halftime. So the offensive unit called the TO, and now we are ready to resume play. They'll come out in the pistol. On 1st and 10, Fitzpatrick. And Davis with it left side. A gain of 4 on the play, and it's a second down.
And there's another completion to the tight end. And let's face it, it is hard to overthrow a 6'6" target.
It is indeed. Quarterbacks like their speed guys. They like that huge 6'6" target that they've got in him.
They really do, and it reminds me of what one great tight end told me once. He told his quarterback, just make sure you throw it up there. You know, kind of like put up in the top shelf where the kids can't get it.
And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete. He was looking for Devin Smith that time, and that'll make it third down.
So much of this game is focus and concentration. And whenever I see guys running the in route, I know that in the back of their mind, they're always wondering who's lurking inside that might put a big hit on them as they try and catch the ball.
It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. It's a gain of 11 yards that time, and it produces a new set of downs. And now the passing game here in the second quarter starting to heat up a little bit.
Don't you feel the rhythm starting to happen, right? You see it. Now the confidence is starting to rise. I think now as a play caller, because that has happened, you lean on it a little bit more. You don't go totally away from running the football, but you do say, guess what? We can throw it. We can throw it well with a whole lot of confidence.
To throw, Fitzpatrick. He's got time in the pocket. And he just gets rid of it. Throws it away. A wise move there. Looked like nobody open. Now second down.
It's a tried-and-true formula, and I don't think it'll change for as long as we play football. If someone's trying to throw the ball and you can put pressure on them and make it tough, that's only going to help your defense.
Yeah, he's since being hurried. He got rid of it before taking the hit, but incomplete. Second down, looking to throw, Fitzpatrick. And that's complete to the right side. It's Marshall. And he's able to get it to the edge of the red zone at the 20-yard line. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. And we are back here. I'm Brandon Gaudin alongside Charles Davis. So the offense takes the timeout. And now we're set to get going. 8th play of the drive forthcoming, and they need 8 yards on third down. On third down, Fitzpatrick. Nunwa's got it, complete. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. And now the Giants, they get the officials' attention and take another timeout. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. So a defensive timeout, chance to get set as we resume action. On now is Nick Folk in the field goal unit for the Jets. And Folk's kick is good. And they will get themselves on the board here at 14-3. So a field goal here, they're still down, but they put a dent into that lead before the break.
And that's got to feel good because now they've seen that they can put some more points on the board, and that gives them a whole second half to get back to where they want to be, and that's in the lead.
After the made field goal, back out is Nick Folk to kick this one off. That'll be taken in the end zone. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee, and they'll bring the football out to the 25. And New York set to take the field. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively. Throwing on first down is Manning. And now the ball comes out. Manning lost it. And he takes it to the house. It's a fumble recovery for a Jet touchdown. And give some kudos to the defensive coordinator, I think, here. They bring the blitz, they dial it up, and it turns into 6 points for them.
It's so nice to hear you actually give kudos to the defense. It is so nice. You're such an offensive guy like that. I love it. He dialed things up, and boy, a big play resulted for his guys.
Well, you like the credit to the defense there, right, my friend?
Yeah, do I ever?
And you can bet they're preaching two hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return. That's fielded in the end zone. And with a new rule, that decision to bring it out will cost him about 5 yards as he only gets to the 20. On first down, Manning. They go screenplay with Jennings. And he will lose yardage on the play, back at his own 19-yard line. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down. On second down, here's Manning. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And got his man complete. So we've reached halftime here in a 4-point game as we send you down to Orlando where we check in with Larry Ridley and our EA Sports Halftime Report. Take it away, Larry.
Thanks, Brandon, and welcome to the EA Halftime Report. Let's take a look back at the first half. The Giants have struggled with turnovers, so they have to feel lucky they're still in a close game. The Jets, however, probably feel like they should be doing better on the scoreboard. All right, let's take a look at some of the highlights from the first half. Giants on offense. First quarter winding down. Jennings looking for room to run, and he capped off the long drive with a touchdown. That takes the lead up to 7. About half.
So this guy's just sitting there, right? He's got like 30 hot dogs in front of him. And what's that? Apparently we're back. Okay, so Larry's halftime show got cut off. Sorry, we were doing story time here in the booth. We are ready, though, for the third quarter. And the decision to bring it out will cost him a couple yards. He's out of bounds right around the 23. The Giants offense now, they get ready to head back on the field. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had ability to see what you've done. They're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace because you are looking for some separation in this ball game.
The adjustment to the adjustment.
Without a doubt. Show them one thing, hit them with something else.
Now Manning. Now they go screen. It's complete. And they'll lose a yard that time, and that's going to lead to a third down.
Time to give a little credit here. That was an excellent read by the guys on the defensive side of the ball.
Well, you're crediting your defense.
Got to credit them on that one because they tried to fool them, right? Tried to trick them, ran a screen, and they went to it and smothered it for a loss of yardage.
Throwing is Manning on third down. It's caught. Shepard. And he's got the first down yardage before he's brought down at the 42.
Well, the advantage has certainly shifted to the defense as we began that third down play, and they found a way to foil it and pick up a first down.
Third time's a charm, right? 2 incompletions. Had to have it on third, and they got it.
Yeah, they stuck with it, weren't daunted at all, and picked it up.
Manning now on first down. Forced out to his left. And his throw is incomplete. Larry Donnell, the one he was trying to get it to. Switching gears here for a second, partner. A lot of nail-biters on Sunday around the league. In fact, a lot of the road teams were able to come out victorious.
So much for protecting home field advantage, which every team preaches about. Win all your home games, and that gives you a great chance to get to the playoffs. Think about it this way. Oakland over New Orleans, one of the better games of Sunday. How about Cincinnati going to the Jets and winning? That's a big win for the Bengals. The Giants at Dallas. Detroit at Indianapolis. A lot of people are picking Indy to win the AFC South. And one of the trendier picks to make the playoffs, Jacksonville, they gave it a valiant effort, but Green Bay came in and beat them. And just think how close we were to getting some others. Carolina at Denver, Miami at Seattle, and San Diego, maybe the biggest surprise of the day, how well they played against Kansas City.
The 21 yards there as they convert on third. They're going to hurry back to the line now. On first and 10, here's Manning. Caught. It's Cruz left side. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 41. That's going to go as a loss of 4, and it'll be second down.
They completed the screen on the perimeter, but boy, that was textbook defense. Exactly as you're taught to play against a wide receiver screen, and they snuffed it out for a loss of yardage.
Now Manning again. Over the middle to Beckham. And it's a fumble. But this will fortunately wind up out of bounds.
I don't know about you, but I could hear and feel the sigh of relief all the way up here in our booth.
That was palpable. The sideline, the friend there.
No doubt about it. Ball goes over the sideline, able to retain possession, no turnover. I know his coaches are screaming, just hang on to the ball, man.
So 3rd and 7 and an extra defensive back on the field here.
Definitely want to play coverage here.
And the 3rd down pass falls incomplete.
Normally, he's pretty reliable. Usually catches what's thrown to him. On that play, he simply dropped it.
Here's Randy Bullock now as he'll go for the field goal. It'll be spotted on the right hash. A 52-yard attempt. And this is good. It was running out of gas there at the end, but he winds up getting just enough on it. And that moves him up by a touchdown now at 17-10. So it's only 3 points on this opening drive of the 3rd quarter. And even though that stretches out the lead, Charles, I think you'd have to consider this a win for the defense, no?
Couldn't agree more, Brandon. That offense got themselves in prime position to really open up this ball game, but the drive stalled out. And yeah, 3 points is very easy to get back in today's NFL.
Marshall now, the return. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line. We get a look now at the Giants' defense as they file into position. And they did well down near the goal line last time, forcing him to settle for a short field goal.
And in today's day and age, settling for a field goal of that distance is amazing. You can get 3 points now, where it's going to give you only 1 point for the extra point, which will be a little bit longer. But don't have to feel fantastic about only giving up 3 in that situation. It could have been so much worse.
Yeah, could have. Now can they carry that over? And it's brought in by Eric Decker. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down.
Love the call by the offensive coordinator, recognizing the situation very well, calling for the play-action pass, and completing it.
Now a play fake here on first down. Taking a shot here for Marshall. So they took a shot on first down but couldn't connect. Well, they haven't had a whole lot of success in the passing game here. Now in the second half, he's thinking, I guess maybe just take a shot deep.
I think you're right. Almost looking for a bailout, isn't he? Can my receiver go up and make a big play for me? Can I create a penalty downfield, maybe pick up an interference call and get that yardage downfield? Anything trying to get going again, but you're right. He definitely took a shot. That was a good run, and it got to the second level. And what I mean by that is that's where the linebackers usually play. First level being the defensive front, last level being the secondary. But the strong safety position ended up making the tackle, and oftentimes we call them a hybrid. Combination defensive back, combination linebacker. We saw the linebacker make the stop.
Fitzpatrick from the gun on third down. And this is going to be incomplete. He was looking for Quincy Enunwa that time, and that's going to bring up a fourth down.
I'm not sure we could spot any tendency here on this third down. They could have run it or passed it. Either one was available. They chose to try and get it through the air, but they were unsuccessful.
Here's Lachlan Edwards now as he's on to punt for New York. He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. And they'll play keep away from the returner as this one will be marked out of bounds at the 13-yard line. Pretty good spot. And now out come the Giants. And fortunate to get points on the board last time. They had to hit a really long field goal to do so.
The kickers in today's game are so good and so skilled and hit from distances that we almost start to take them for granted. And we can't do that. That's a long field goal that they got 3 points out of. They've got to feel good about that, and they better make sure they love him up because he's helped them out.
Yeah, now we'll see if that offense can put 6 on the board here. We'll see. Touchdown, Giants! Rashad Jennings. He scored on the ground and through the air. And the Giants are able to grow their lead. Well, he's used to running it that distance. Here he had to catch it, too, before making the run. Heck of a play for the score.
There's not many things better for an offense than a back who is a complete guy who can run it and catch it. And we just saw him complete a big-time play for a touchdown.
Now Bullock to add the extra point. And he pushed it right. It's no good. Now Bullock will send this one away after the touchdown. This will be taken in at the 1. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. And New York set to take the field. And down on the scoreboard, certainly needing to avoid what happened on the last drive, punting the football.
Sense of urgency has to take over for them here. They know the score. They know the situation. And by the way, the punter no longer exists for their offense. That's how they have to treat this drive.
They need points.
Big time.
2 yards on the carry there, and it'll be second down.
That's a good play by the guys on the defensive side of the ball. Held him to a gain of 2. And that changes the playbook a little bit now for the guy calling plays. 2nd and 8. Now he's got to probably think about going to the air instead of maybe staying with the ground game.
Second down, Fitzpatrick. And Davis with it left side. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. Give him 8 on the play, and that'll bring up what looks to be a 3rd and inches. Can't be more than a half a foot.
And he's the epitome of what we call the move tight end, a guy that you can line up anywhere, in the slot, out wide, in tight, doesn't really matter because he has such great skills. You want to utilize him in all aspects of your passing offense.
And there he was in the slot for the catch. And he will have a first down here at about the 40. They only get 2 there, but on 3rd and 1, that's all they needed to keep the drive going.
I always appreciate runners who understand situations. That was just 3rd and inches. No reason to dance around in the backfield and try and break off a bigger play. Just go pick up the first down, and that's exactly what he did.
Welcome back now here in East Rutherford. It's Jet football, but they trail here as we start the 4th quarter. Marshall, the lone receiver on the left side. First down, Fitzpatrick. It's hauled in by Devin Smith. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45.
I know many people like to throw to the tight end, maybe in a little flexed out position because he creates mismatches with his size. The slot receivers do the same thing with their quickness, their speed, and their route running savvy.
They come up in an empty set. 4 wide receivers, 1 tight end. On 1st and 10, Fitzpatrick. He's got time. Over the middle to Smith. They'll give him a yard on the play, and that'll make it 2nd down. Now a 2nd down throw for Fitzpatrick. Drops it underneath to Forte. And he's brought down. A solid gain of 15 yards, and the sticks move.
We can talk all we want about football being a game of strength and brawn. It's also a game of mismatches, and they're trying to create one there, getting it to their back out of the backfield to make a bigger play.
As we often say, get it to him in space, let him use his leg.
Yeah, if he can get a matchup against a linebacker or maybe a defensive end dropping out in a zone blitz, he's going to win that battle just about every time.
It's a gain of 7, and it'll be 2nd down.
In so many ways, throwing the hitch route is actually one of the safer things an offense can do. Get the ball out to the receiver as fast as possible, hope he's got man-to-man coverage, and hope that his athleticism wins on the perimeter.
That one complete to Anderson. And he's brought down. Give him 11 yards that time and a new set of downs. And the next snap coming inside the red zone here. 5 receivers in the game, 4 of them to the left side. Fitzpatrick on 1st down. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. He was looking for Kellen Davis there as big tight end. And that'll make it 2nd and 10.
The good signal callers will never go back in the huddle and play the blame game because they need those guys to protect him. But on that last one, his offensive line, they lost their leverage very quickly, and that's why they were able to get to him and hit him as he tried to throw the football and force an incompletion.
On 2nd down, Forte. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. Call it a gain of 4, and it'll leave him with a 3rd down and 6 to go. And a really long drive here, and it goes on and on.
I like the call. Inside the red zone, running the toss. Why? They want to get to the edges. They want to see if guys who don't normally make a lot of tackles are willing to actually do that. That usually means the guys at the cornerback position.
6 yards on the pickup, and that'll bring up 4th down.
Partner, it's a lot of fun watching the NFL now, isn't it? Because when the big fella runs routes, it used to be when we were kids, he'd run about 3 different routes, and that was it. Now he can run anything and catch the balls we just saw there.
They'll run for it. Forte. And he is in. Touchdown, New York. Matt Forte taking it in from a yard out. And the Jets have made this a 1-score game. And they're able to run it in. It started with a battle in the trenches. They won there, and they got in for 6 points.
And that's going to be a tough one for the defense to deal with. They've got to go to the bench now and figure out how are we going to slow down this running game, because on that particular play, they had no answer.
The return man here, Dwayne Harris. And not a particularly good return here as they'll be forced to start at the 12-yard line. And here comes the Giants offense back out onto the field. And following that long touchdown pass, a 1-play drive last time, see if the defense, you know they're ready. They don't want that to happen again.
And you would have thought they would have been ready the last time. That's what you work on all the time. Make sure that no one gets behind you. That's the cardinal sin of defense, not giving up the long pass. They did. Let's see how they adjust.
Well, they have the yards anyway, so they're going to decline the penalty. Time is starting to run out, really becoming a factor. We'll see if the defense can get the stop they need to get the ball back to the offense. Manning now on first down. They go screenplay with Jennings. No, a nifty juke there.
Not much fun for a guy trying to tackle him.
And he's brought down after a good gain. Time for a break. We're back to see what happens after this. So it's Giants football here as we welcome you back. They've got a 1st and 10 as they look to try and finish this one off. Here's Jennings. And a short gain. Now here's a timeout defensively. Defensive timeout called by the Jets. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. 2nd down, 8. They run again with Jennings. And he'll get him inside. Now the Jets are going to burn another timeout. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. And a new set of downs here after picking up the first on the ground. They'll run it now out of the gun. 12 yards on the pickup. And the Giants will be set up with a 1st and goal. Now hang on here. Timeout called by the defense. It'll be their 3rd and final timeout, so as they talk things over, we'll step aside. 1st and goal. Defense with their back. And he is in. Touchdown, Giants. Rashad Jennings taking it in from 2 yards out. And the Giants add on to their lead.
Well, it'd be real easy to say that they are firmly in control right now, but I'm looking at your face and I'm thinking I've got to be careful with that.
Well, it's a 2-score game. You're inside at 2 minutes. I think you can breathe relatively easily now.
Yeah, you can, but still, you got to stay vigilant. Can't give up anything cheap and easy. That could put you in some jeopardy.
Eli's going to throw. Blitz coming, and down he goes.
Well, partner, since this new 2-point rule came into play, offenses spend a lot more time working on it. That means the defenses are doing the exact same thing.
Now Bullock will send this one away after the touchdown. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. And New York set to take the field. Last time they were out, they scored. Still trailing here, though, so some work to do.
But it's okay in terms of mindset. Because they scored the last time, they're not quite as worried about being down on the scoreboard because now their confidence is a little bit higher. They feel like they got something going, and they feel like they can attack again and put more points on the board.
Are you scoreboard watching if you're the offense, or are you just focused on this drive?
We wouldn't be telling the truth if we said that they didn't scoreboard watch. Everyone does it to some extent, but you've got to set it aside right now and just focus on this series. That'll take care of the scoreboard if they punch it into the end zone. I hope I don't sound too rah-rah on that one, but that's the exact right throw. Either your receiver gets it or no one gets it. Give him a lot of credit for being really precise with it.
Got rid of it. No one got it. On 2nd down, Fitzpatrick again. Penalty marker is down here. And he comes back with one complete.
Holding offense. Still 2nd down.
Fitzpatrick now on 2nd down. Throwing middle, but it's incomplete. Matt Forte, a great receiver out of the backfield, was the intended target. And they're going to face an uphill battle here on 3rd and long. 3rd down here for the offense after the incomplete pass. Fitzpatrick again. Now a desperation throw deep, and this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off by Dominique Rodgers-Cromartie. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
And Dominique Rodgers-Cromartie has a sense of the dramatic there. seals that game with an INT.
Boy, what a big play for a guy who came out of Tennessee State really with a chip on his shoulder.
Yeah, he thought he'd been overlooked even going into college. He's proven everyone wrong once he got to the NFL.
It's a game time, and it'll give the Giants a first down.
I thought guys that were over 30 weren't supposed to run the football this well in the National Football League. How about that veteran leadership? A big-time run combined with some nice blocking by his offensive line, showing that the ins and outs of being a veteran still has his place in this league. His odometer is not totally turned over yet.
No gain on the play there, second down. Looked like he was trying to bounce it outside, but no success.
Yeah, sometimes you got to just figure out where you're going to go, and sometimes you just have to take it to another spot. In trying to get it outside, the defensive pursuit was there and just ran him down.
This is Jennings, and there's a flag on the field.
Holding offense. Still second down.
Manning will take a knee, and that should be the final act in this one. They'll lose a yard, and it brings up third. All right, Charles, so you win the game not only
everyone. I'm Larry Ridley. Welcome to the NFL on EA Sports. In today's matchup, we've got two corners who are confident and hope they get a chance to make a play. It's Peterson's Cardinals going up against Sherman's Seahawks. And with that, we'll send you up to the Pacific Northwest and CenturyLink Field in Seattle, home of the 12. We'll welcome in our broadcast team of Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
All right, Larry, thank you. We are in the Pacific Northwest as we get set for football at CenturyLink Field here in Seattle. Today, we've got a good NFC matchup on tap between the Arizona Cardinals and the Seattle Seahawks. And a welcome in, everybody, with Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, and Charles, so much gets made about offensive comparisons. Here's a matchup where the defenses may just take center stage.
Yeah, we're usually talking about guys scoring touchdowns. How about the guys who prevent them and change the momentum of the game when they take the ball away? I love those ball hawks in the secondary. People after my own heart.
The children will groan. It's the final weekend of summer, but we've got the NFL, and we're underway on EA Sports. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll elect not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback. Here comes Russell Wilson and the Seattle Seahawks offense. This past weekend, what a thrilling game they were a part of. And Wilson threw the game winner to Doug Baldwin with just 31 seconds left.
And he threw it 43 times in the game. Tight-fought battle with Miami, but I think what we saw Sunday is a continuation of what we saw in 2015, where they keep putting more and more responsibility for the game on Russell Wilson's shoulders, and I mean especially in throwing the ball.
Here's Rawls, and he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be second down.
When the defensive line controls the offensive front the way we just saw there, it doesn't allow any of the offensive linemen to leak downfield and get to the linebackers and block them on the second level. You end up with the type of play we just saw. Linebackers didn't have to fight anyone off, didn't have to knock anyone to the side, didn't have to elude anyone trying to block them. They just saw the play, ran to the ball, and finished things off.
Just a 1-yard pickup on the play, and that'll bring up a 3rd and 11 situation. Here's the offense. Certainly some threats on this offense, and one of them that they target is Doug Baldwin.
Not only does he do a nice job catching the ball downfield, he's also a tremendous blocker that helps unleash the running game.
Little trouble thus far on their opening drive as they come up on a 3rd and 11. An extra DB added here for the Cards on 3rd.
Blitzer play coverage.
They go play fake to Michael. Now Wilson. And there's a flag on the play. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Holding offense. Still 3rd down.
I don't think this is the script they had in mind for their opening drive. This is 3rd and long. 3rd and long. It's Wilson. He's got Curse. And he'll go out of bounds across the 35-yard line. He's such a good route runner. Shows it there on 3rd down. Very proficient and a good pass.
And you know what I've observed over the years in the NFL? The better a route runner you are, the more confidence your guy's going to have in you to go to you in important times because he can trust you being in the right spot, and they connected there and picked up a 1st down.
1st down, this is Rawls. And he is going to lose yardage here. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down. They tried to run the counter, just that the defense wasn't fooled.
And when they're not fooled, you see the end result, because what you're doing there, you mentioned the counter. You're using your offensive linemen sometimes to pull or move to influence the defensive front to go in that direction and create the space back in the other side and block it appropriately. But you're exactly right. Didn't move him. Sat there waiting for him and made the play. One thing I can say pretty safely, That route is not called if you don't have a guy who can throw the ball and put some mustard on it. Because if you're going to lollipop it in the middle of the field, bad things usually happen. It takes a strong-arm guy who can rifle it in there, and they were able to successfully complete that one.
He's going to go for a big play downfield. He's got it at the 15. It's a big hook up there. Wilson to Baldwin. 41 yards. And now a first down following that long gain.
3rd and short, and you're just trying to pick up a first down. Maybe run the football, throw a little short route. Pretty gutsy maneuver there. They took that thing downtown, and it paid off.
Back to the ground attack. It's Rawls. Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it 2nd down. And here is the Cardinal defense.
Tyrann Mathieu has a cornerback's build with safety skills. The Honey Badger knows where the football is.
6 yards to go here on 2nd down. They stay on the ground. Rolls again. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. 7 yards on the pickup there, and now they've got it 1st and goal. And the 8th play on this drive coming up.
The emergence of Thomas Rawls out of Central Michigan. Chalk one up for the scouting department of the Seattle Seahawks.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, last year averaged 5.6 yards per attempt. Most of the NFL, of course, City had that nasty ankle injury.
Well, he's back healthy and looking like the Thomas Rawls we saw in 2015.
Well, good luck there as a ball carrier. You get handed that football, look up, oh, there's a big D tackle ready to swallow you whole for a loss.
Yeah, you kind of count on your guys to give you at least a little bit of time, a little bit of space to try and maneuver, but not on that one. And when you have a defensive tackle who is that strong, that agile, he's a lot to deal with. Sometimes you have to double him, and sometimes you're not able to block him no matter who's trying.
It'll be a gain of 5, and it's going to set up a 3rd and goal.
His path became similar to almost running a stretch play, didn't it? Trying to find a crease, anywhere to put his foot in the ground and cut back. It just never materialized.
On the ground, Rawls. And he will take this one in for the Seattle touchdown. Thomas Rawls taking it in. And the Seahawks take the ball down the field and score on the opening drive. That's just a solid, methodical drive to start this game.
And how about how it culminated? Doing exactly what they wanted to do, getting the ball downfield, and then running it into the end zone. I'm just telling you, partner, when you run it in rather than throw it in, that hurts a defense psychologically a heck of a lot more.
J.J. Nelson now to return. And last year that would have been a net gain of 5 on the return. This year he stopped where he would have been if he had taken a knee, and that's at the 25. They'll come out in the pistol. On 1st and 10, it's Palmer. Screen play, Johnson. And he is going to lose yardage here. He lost 6 there on the first down play. Got to give some credit there defensively. They snuffed out that screen early on first down.
Really read it well, didn't they? Because they didn't bring the pressure that they expected. They covered all the passing lanes. So once you see it break down as the passer, I think in this situation, you're throwing it at the feet of your back to make sure no one picks it off.
Ready to go now in the second quarter. Brandon Gaudin, Charles Davis. It's the Cardinals in possession of the football, but they face a 2nd and long to start things out.
Get ready. Blue 58. Regular.
On 2nd down, here's Palmer. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. They push him back 8 yards that time on 2nd down. Well, it was 2nd long, now it's 3rd and even longer. They're going in the wrong direction here.
Because they're moving exactly the way they want to, but you're exactly right. Definitely going in the wrong direction for the offensive guys.
Time running out here on the play clock. Now Palmer on 3rd and long. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield, complete. And he is down deep into Seattle territory. A big play there on the catch and run. 79 yards.
So what's the old expression that quarterbacks like to use when they decide to throw the football? I'm looking for either a touchdown or a check down. And he took the check down on that play, and it worked almost to perfection.
All right, now, blue 95. Blue 95.
On first down, it's Palmer. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up second down.
After all the preparation, all the practice, a play like that will absolutely break your heart. They had everything they wanted, just unable to complete it. In the end zone, a big-time drop.
Get ready. Blue.
Second and 10. It's Palmer again. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. Larry Fitzgerald was the intended target. And that is going to set up third and goal.
When defenses get to the quarterback that quickly, a lot of times it's called a jailbreak. It wasn't quite that fast, but fast enough that he had no time to look downfield and set himself to throw the ball. And as he tried to do that, he was hit and it forced an incompletion.
And he's going to be dropped back at the 15-yard line. Cliff Averill, he's the one that gets him down. It'll be a loss of 5, and it'll bring up fourth down. Well, this has been a pretty sizable drive. They've had some success. Finally, the defensive coordinator found some success of his own.
I think he just simply said enough of that. Okay, they've moved the ball well. We need to force the issue from our end, and that's exactly what he did. Go ahead. We can both exhale with him, right? Chandler Catazero, because that was a tough miss against New England. That make there has to help him feel a little bit better.
Yeah, that one against New England, 47-yarder. Snap was a little errant, but he got it down. And afterwards, give Catanzaro, just 25 years old, a lot of credit. He owned it. He said, hey, forget about all that. I just missed it.
And he understands what goes into the mechanics of making a kick. Those guys going to do their jobs right 9.9 times out of 10. If it goes wrong once, you just own it and move on. I like his maturity.
Now a play fake here on first down. And they can't get the long connection as it falls incomplete. Tyler Lockett was the target there. Looking back to week 1 for a second partner, a lot of intriguing football. A couple of games that really caught our attention. The Seahawks needing a late touchdown to beat the Dolphins. How about the Chiefs coming back from down 24-3 to beat the Chargers? 2 terrific games, and you don't forget Oakland and New Orleans not even getting to overtime because of Jack Del Rio's gutsy 2-point conversion call in regulation to seal the victory for the Raiders. And I love what the Lions did. Big lead, let it get away against Indianapolis, and then came back and beat them late. Yeah, 39-35. That was a shootout. And good to see Jimmy back out there moving okay after the ruptured patella in Week 12 last year. You've dealt with that injury, haven't you?
I have, and let me tell you, you know that expression, I feel your pain? I felt Jimmy's when it happened. Now, mine didn't happen quite the same way his did. His happened in the line of duty. He was playing in a game. For me, I was just coaching. I went up to try and catch a pass. Poof. I think for me, it was just mainly age. For him, he was actually playing.
But good to see him back out there healthy.
Partner, this is one of the best routes anyone can have in their offensive playbook. Tough to defend because you think it's a go route, and then he breaks it back on the comeback. There's one other thing you need as well.
A well-thrown ball.
Exactly right. You have a guy who has some precision in throwing the football because of the timing of the route.
It's the Pro Bowler Chandler Jones who makes the tackle.
Not a run that you're going to write home about, but still a good first down run. That's what an offense calls staying on schedule. 3 to 4 yards on first down, you're set up very well for the rest of the drive.
On second down, here's Wilson. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's third down. And ready for 3rd and 6. On third down, Wilson. It's caught on the left side by Kurz. And he will have first down yardage as he's brought down at the 41. 12 yards there as they move the chains. So the offense has it 1st and 10. 2 minutes remain here in the first half. Back to CenturyLink Field after this. A reminder that when halftime rolls around, Larry Ridley will have all the highlights and analysis of this first half of play from our studios in Orlando. Baldwin with it over the middle. And he'll go down here at the 35-yard line. 5 yards on the pickup, and it'll be a second down.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
So we've got a 2nd and 5. Throwing again here, Wilson. Sideline throw, it's complete. And a nice job there of keeping the toes in bounds.
If you're running out route, it's likely you're going to end up near the sideline. And what did we just see there?
Toe tap.
You got it. The benefits of practice. Toe tapping, foot dragging, picking it up, and making sure it was a catch.
On 3rd and 1, Wilson out to the flat. That's complete to his running back. And he's going to have the first down yardage as he's down at about the 30-yard line.
So many times you hear today's NFL described as a space game. Get your best players into space with the football in their hands. That's why sometimes you just swing it out to your runner, get him out in the flat, and let him have a chance to make people miss an open field.
Now Wilson. And Graham's got it over the middle. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. 18 yards on the pickup there. And that'll be good for a Seattle first down. Well, just play after play after play on this long drive for the offense. Throwing now, Wilson on 1st down. This will be caught at about the 6. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. Wilson will throw again. End zone caught. Touchdown, Seattle. Tyler Lockett, a 5-yard touchdown. And the Seahawks find a way to stretch their lead. And that'll give them a 2-score lead here, but I'm looking ahead. They just want to hold it for the final moments here in the second quarter. They don't want to give up anything on the other side.
No, not at all, because if they don't, it almost had the feel of an imposing their will score. And right now, they want to make sure they keep that and carry it into the second half.
Defense.
Oh, and you just can't do that. 15 yards on the roughing the kicker call.
Absolutely inexcusable. The kicker's in a defenseless position, and he just gets taken out.
Hauschka now to send this one away following the score. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Arizona getting ready to go as they take the field. And what do you think goes on here in this situation? If you got the football, you're trailing, you're back in your own territory with just a little time. Do you try something?
You're thinking about jump-starting your team, right? You just mentioned it. They're down. They're trying to get back into the game. But you got to figure, if something goes wrong, you may have put yourself in a spot where you may not be able to come back in the second half. Managing risk, this is a big decision here.
Second and 10, it's Palmer again. And a little floater there is incomplete. The intended receiver was David Johnson. And that's going to make it 3rd down and 10. So a 2nd down incompletion now brings up 3rd down.
Get ready. Blue 58. Blue 58.
On third down, Palmer. It's brought in by Floyd. And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. And we're back. The offense had a chance to talk things over. We'll see what they come up with here on this next play. They'll throw on first down here with Palmer. A hit as he throws there, incomplete. The tight end, Jermaine Gresham, the intended receiver. Charles, let me get your thoughts on the AFC West in general after week 1. You had the Chargers losing that tough one, but they put up a good showing. Broncos and Raiders both winning one-point games. What do you see from the AFC West?
For me, partner, nothing has changed from what I thought going into the season. In fact, it's actually solidified what I thought, that the AFC West is going to be one of the better divisions in football. Kansas City still riding that winning streak in the regular season from last year. They extended it in week 1 of this year. Oakland, everyone talks about being a surprise. They're no longer a surprise. They're a solid team that will contend. And Denver's just the defending champions in the league. And San Diego played much better than expected in week 1.
From midfield now, here's Palmer. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
It's always tough for the guys throwing the football when they think they've got a completion and the ball's almost there, and then someone sneaks a hand or 2 in and bats it away.
So the incomplete pass brings up second down. They come out 5 wide, 3 of them to the right side. Second and 10. It's Palmer again. And this one complete to Jermaine Gresham.
Defense.
That's what I'm talking about. Nice hit, boys.
First down and 10 now for the offensive group.
Let's go, let's go.
Throwing now, Palmer on first down. Fitzgerald's got it right side. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. It's a 10-yard pickup, and it moves the chains.
It's a nice completion, a little bit of run after catch as well to create the yardage that they got. But it is so tough to cover that route, the drag route, because they run it at varying speeds. Because the key is to create hesitancy on the defender's part.
Always so empathetic for those DBs, aren't you? That is caught at the 7. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. 1 receiver left, 3 to the right. Final play of the half. It's Palmer. And this is caught. For the moment, it's a touchdown, but multiple flags down, so let's sort this out.
Holding. Defense. The penalty is declined.
Here's Chandler Catanzaro for the extra point. And he's got it. That cuts the lead. It's now 14-10. Now Catanzaro after the touchdown to kick it away. Very short kick. This will be taken by one of the upmen. And excellent field position here as this drive will start on the other side of the 50-yard line.
Thanks, Brandon. Thanks, Charles. And welcome to our EA Halftime Report. I'm Larry Ridley.
And okay, so much for our halftime break. Apparently we're going to get right back to it. So both teams have their marching orders, and we'll get going again here in quarter number 3. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And last Last year, that would have been a net gain of 5 on the return. This year, he stopped where he would have been if he had taken a knee, and that's at the 25. So here's the Cardinals offense now as they get set to start this third quarter. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half and wanting more of that. Sure, you've got to go over some of the errors and clean up some things because there's a reason you're down. But overall, I think they want to stay positive, stay up with this team. We're just starting the second half, and we've got the football. Let's go ahead and punch it in, and then we'll take it from there.
See how that recipe works. They'll need to get the play off quickly. Now Palmer to throw on second down. He's going to leave this for his running back. It's complete. He lost 2 there, and it's third down. Really good defensive effort. They were all over that little swing pass out to the right side before lost yardage.
Terrific read, better execution, and done with a lot of enthusiasm, wasn't it?
Absolutely.
They saw it all the way, ran to the football, and caused a nice play for lost yardage.
Here's Palmer to throw. Oh, a battle for it here, and this will be caught. And the play goes for 19 yards, gives him a new set of downs.
Well, we always hear about the connections some quarterbacks have with certain receivers. I think this guy has a connection with just about everyone. Didn't mind throwing it in there against double coverage to him.
Shows some confidence, supreme confidence.
Big-time confidence that he would make.
David Johnson on his way. Touchdown, Cardinals. David Johnson, 53 yards. And the Cardinals are in for 6. And on that long run, maybe the defense caught napping a little bit.
The concentration level may not have been there. I agree with you on that one because those types of plays, when they result like that, they're almost like big bolts of lightning, aren't they? Whoosh, and off he goes.
Catanzaro now for the extra point. It's good, and they'll take a 17-14 lead. Now Catanzaro after the touchdown to kick it away. That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Now we take a glance at the offense as they work their way back out for their first possession of the second half. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. They'll try to get the running game going with Rawls. And he powers his way up past the 30. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
First play of the drive, let's give credit all around. Excellent blocking, but the guy carrying the ball, he was the finisher. A really nice run.
Hey, you got three down.
Rawls, the lone man in the backfield. Off the play fake to Rawls. Wilson. And left side here, it's Graham. And he's brought down. 15 yards there on the catch and run.
So much goes into a successful play, doesn't it? How about that play action there? Freezing the defense just enough to bring the tight end free downfield for the completion.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll fight his way forward to about the 48-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Tough day, tough sledding right there, and it's been that way the entire game. Not a whole lot of room to ramble for him.
Yeah, you're right. It's been that way all afternoon. Didn't get a whole lot better there. And after the play on the ground, that brings up 2nd down here. Graham slotted out to the left. Now Wilson on 2nd down. Drops it underneath for Rawls. And he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line. They pick up 12 on the play there, and they move the chains.
I think the best offenses love to get the ball to their running backs in open space because they have the ability to make people miss, and they also have the ability to run over people. And if you do that throughout the game, after a while, they might just run through some of those tackles and go a long way.
Well, we saw him shed a nice tackle on that play. They go play action here on first down. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. The Pro Bowler, Calais Campbell, able to drop him for a loss of 4. In a play like that, with how far he had to go to make that sack, shows how athletic defensive ends have become in the NFL.
And not just athletic, this is coached in a big way. Run to the football at all times. How about him never giving up on it and pursuing all the way across the field?
Now Wilson. They set up the screen to Rawls. And that play will go nowhere. Losing yardage back near midfield at the 49. Now that screen there on second down certainly didn't develop how they had hoped. Is that one they should have even tried, or is that one the quarterback sticks in his pocket?
I think the latter. I like what you said there because trying it is one thing. We can second guess just about every call. But in this case, when you realize it is broken down, just throw it at the feet of your intended receiver so that no one can pick it off, right? You don't have the ball tipped up in the air, and you come back and try and pick up the first down on third down. That way you don't lose any yardage.
Oh, he can't hang on to it. Almost intercepted. They would have loved the first pick of the game there, but at least it does get him to fourth down.
Well, he did almost everything right. Excellent coverage, breaks on the football, just unable to haul it in and take it the other way. So he dropped an interception. The key for him now, don't dwell on it. Just move on to the next play.
And the kick's away as he angles this one for the sideline. And no return here. Where will they spot it? They say just outside the 20-yard line. The Cardinal offense now making their way back out onto the field. And they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown.
That confidence is powerful, isn't it? When you've scored once, you feel like you can go back out there and get it done again. Doesn't matter what the defense throws at them. They feel like they're in a groove right now, and they want to get out there and show it.
Yeah, hoping to stay in that groove here this go-around. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets them to 2nd and 4.
Offensive linemen love creating space for their guys carrying the ball, but when that guy also breaks tackles and creates extra yardage, they almost feel like he's one of them, and they really embrace him.
2nd down following the run.
Here we go. Blue 58. Blue 58.
On 2nd down, here's Palmer. Looking for his running back, and he's got him. It'll be a 3-yard gain, and that is going to set up a 3rd and 1. And just in general, Charles, on a play like that, how tough is it for the defense to account for a running back essentially being a receiver downfield?
It's very difficult, especially if the running back has skills like a receiver, and you're aware of that before the game even begins. So throughout your practice sessions, you're going to want to be aware of him. Where is he lining up? What can he do? What kind of damage can he do to us downfield? And who can match up with him without weakening our overall defense? You're exactly right. It's a tough task.
So 3rd down, just 1 yard to go.
Here we go.
On 3rd and 1, it's Palmer. And that is incomplete. Johnson was the intended receiver, and it'll be 4th down.
Really good, smart play by the defense, understanding 3rd and short, guarding the first down sticks, and being able to make a play on the football and bat it.
Here's Drew Butler now, as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. And And a fair catch signaled for and taken at about the 18-yard line. So possession goes over here on the punt. And it'll be Seahawk football, 1st and 10. The Seattle now ready to march out of the field. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
Throwing is Wilson, going to Rawls on the dump off. They'll give him 8 on the play, and that'll make it a 2nd down. And at his size, he's a smaller back. You can get him the football. He can kind of get lost, make someone miss. It's good for him.
Yeah, it's great for him. I like what you said there. Sometimes he gets lost in the traffic a little bit, but get him out in the open field into some space. That plays to his strengths the best and keeps him out of it where all the big boys are, you know, make him make someone miss in the open field.
And this defense continues to give them fits. They just can't get really anything going on the ground, can they?
I love the theme that you just brought up. This defense has been tough all game long against the run. We just saw another example of it there.
And on 3rd down, a nickel formation here defensively. They go read option with Wilson. And he is going to lose yardage here. He loses 4, and it brings up 4th. And yet again, this run game just continues to be completely shut off.
Completely stymied. I mean, they're trying to get some consistency, trying to find places to roam. They just haven't been there throughout this game.
Here's John Ryan now, as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. Here's Ellington. Well, he wasn't too far from breaking that. Officially, give him 15. And the Cards will take over, 1st and 10. Here's the Arizona offense now as they get set to take over. They're out in front. Last time they had to punt it away. We'll see if they can add to their lead now.
They don't want to go out and punt it away again. This team now wants to get it, push it, put people away. They want to run their offense and have it end up in the end zone.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 13 yards there on the pickup, and it's good enough for an Arizona first.
All the elements of what you want out of a play came together on that one. A really nice run, took care of the football, and even more importantly, taking the clock under 4 minutes now. At this stage of the game, how do you bleed out the clock, take care of the ball, and make sure the other team doesn't have a chance to come back on you? You're looking at your sheet, how many timeouts are left, how many runs do we need to close it out? That's what the coach is looking at right now. Situational football, trying to gain a victory.
Okay, so now the question, how did he get that wide open?
Well, we both know that he shouldn't, because from the time they handed out scouting reports before this game, he was circled, starred, everything. Find him, cover him. But sometimes you can scheme a guy open. You put the receivers in a bunch.
Oh, no, he lost the football. And they have the football and will set up shop at the 33-yard line.
Well, partner, here's where team football gets tested a little bit, because I know the defensive guys were over there chilling on the sidelines, and all of a sudden, they heard the sudden change call because that fumble puts them right back on the field, and they've got to go out and finish the game now themselves.
Absolutely. Nursing that slim lead here in the 4th, a costly turnover. Following the fumble recovery, it's Wilson. And Graham's got it over the middle. And he's brought down. Give him 18 on that one. And it's good enough for a Seattle first.
I don't know whether I want to be a fly on the wall or not when they hear the explanation of how one of the bigger targets on the field, the tight end could be that wide open and uncovered downfield. Who blew that assignment?
Somebody did.
No doubt about it. There's no way you're not going to account for him.
Throwing now, Wilson on 1st down. It's caught, Lockett. And he'll be brought down, it looks like right at the 40. It's a gain of 9 yards. And it'll be 2nd and about a yard. And it looks like this will be the last play before the 2-minute warning. Time for a break. We'll come back for the electrifying conclusion after this. So it's Seahawk football as we march toward a conclusion. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Back to throw. Drops it underneath for Rawls. And they'll be inside the 35 now at the 34-yard line. It's a 7-yard gain there, and it's good enough to move the chains. And the offense moving quickly to the line. Back to throw. It's complete to Lockett. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. It'll be a gain of 6, and that'll make this a 2nd down.
And when you're playing a quarterback with some experience and some moxie, you enter the danger zone when you decide to blitz him, because if he's able to diagnose as he did on that play, he can hurt you downfield.
He reads defenses so well, doesn't he?
He really does, and the best part about that play for him, I don't think that was his primary target.
I don't think so either.
I think he had the read, figured out where the blitz was coming from, and went to a secondary target for a really nice gain.
Penalty marker is down here.
Personal foul, roughing the passer, defense.
So roughing the passer, 15-yard penalty.
And you notice how the offensive line responded. A couple went to check on the quarterback, and a couple went to the guy who hit the quarterback. No one likes to see their quarterback hit.
And from the 9-yard line now, it's 1st and goal. They'll run with Rawls. And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. He'll get 2 out of that run, and it's going to bring up a 2nd and goal. Looking to speed things up here, going with some tempo. He'll look to throw. And he's got it. Caught in the end zone for the Seahawk touchdown. Tyler Lockett, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Seahawks have taken the lead here in the 4th.
And touchdown, and congratulations, and 0 relaxation ahead of them, right? Way too much time on the clock for them to start celebrating.
Part 1 is done, but now on the sideline, you can already see them scrambling down there. They're getting those.
Is under review. After review of the play, the ruling on the field stands.
It took them an extra look, but they found out it is a touchdown indeed. The official says this one counts. Hauschka to send this one away following the score. This fielded at the 2. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28-yard line. And our attention shifts here to the Seahawks defense. And we'll see if they can get one final stop with this crowd behind them.
And let's face it, as much as we want to say it's all about the guys on the field, they can get some help right here from the home crowd. And they're going to try their best to get them motivated, get them involved. But they're going to need to make a play or two in order to keep them in that spot.
The crowd's making some noise now. And they're going to hurry back to the line now. They'll look to throw. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And his guys will take over at the 30-yard line.
And that one, it's going to hurt big time. You're in the 2-minute drill trying to get your guys down the field, and it's looking like they're going to go just short, as this is definitely not his best throw. And it'll wind up being intercepted.
Here come the Seahawks now, set to take over on offense. They have the lead, still a one-possession game, but the defense got the stop. They've got the football now, just salted away, right?
Exactly. That's all the defense is counting on from their offense. They did their job in a big way. You know they're over on the sidelines now, starting to take their tape off, and, hey, we've done this thing. The offense has to put it away, and that means ball security.
Absolutely. Stranger things have happened. They go again with Rawls. And he is. And now the Cardinals going to use another timeout. That'll leave them with just one remaining in this 4th quarter of play.
Third and 11, 5 in the secondary now.
Nickel look. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he is going to lose yardage here. Losing 2 yards that time, and now it's 4th down. So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. From the right hash and call it an even 50 yards. And this one is right down the middle. And the drive will wind up yielding 3. So, Charles, I think from a defensive perspective, you have to look at that field goal there and consider it a win.
You were able to keep them within a touchdown, so no question about it. That was the kind of stand that keeps you in ball games.
This one taken from the 7. A beautiful fake. And there's a flag on the field. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line.
Illegal block in the back. Return team.
Arizona getting ready to go as they take the field. Critical condition here, obviously. Got to hope to get something quick right and then maybe take that shot deep.
And once they do take the big shot, you've got to worry on defense. Of course, no one getting behind the defense and make it an easy throw. But nowadays, it's not just the ball being tipped in the air and people in the end zone in a cluster. It's that guy that's short of the end zone who comes up and ends up making the play because he goes unguarded. So there's a lot to think about if you're playing defense in this situation.
We'll see if they can cover all their bases.
Let's go.
He's back to throw. It's caught left side by John Brown. And he's brought down after a good gain. A really nice gain of 25 yards. Well, Charles, there's an old saying, don't let a loss beat you twice.
You're exactly right about that, Brandon. When you look at it and all of your preparation went into winning this week, now you have to absorb a loss and find a way to shake it.